Yeah, I fucking adore you, dude. Like a tarot, like, and you work with
I'm
somebody.
a good hang.
You're a great hang.
You're a great hang.
You're a cool girl.
Yeah, I'm a cool girl.
Hey.
It's a good question.
Meghann and Millie, the two of you look beautiful. How are the two of you today?
Look good.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. Congratulations on this series. I've seen it twice.
Wow.
I absolutely loved it. I think this is dream casting for me to have the two of you play these siren type characters and sisters. So congratulations to the two of you, first of all.
Thank you so much.
I love how Devin and Simone are two very different women, yet they're still bonding kind of over the trauma of their past and rebonding again once Devin comes to Simone's workplace. I'm curious how much time you guys did you guys have any time before filming to bond, and what did you do to build that sister type chemistry prior to filming and while on set?
We worked a bit together in pre. A bit together in pre, and then I feel like we just kind of like clicked.
Yeah,
at work,
it was
which was great.
It was pretty easy.
Yeah,
right from the beginning.
Yeah.
So we got lucky. Yeah, we didn't really have to do anything. I mean, we
No.
hung out. We spent time together.
You're a
just
really
kind of
good person as well. Like you're not like yeah, I fucking adore you, dude.
Babe.
Like a tarot, like and you work with
I'm
somebody.
a good hang.
You're a great hang.
You're a great hang.
You're a cool girl.
Yeah, I'm a cool girl.
But when you work with people and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't vibe with you.
Yeah.
but we
I
have
think
to
also the
be
way we
in
approach work
yeah.
is similar. Like
Yes.
the way we kind of so I think we're compatible in that way.
Yeah. And also just you were so accessible in all the scenes that we
So
did.
were you.
Like it was so fun doing all of our sister scenes
Yeah.
together.
I
They
know.
were my favorite scenes actually
Yeah.
to shoot.
Same.
Yeah.
I love that. And it always is easy when you enjoy the people you work with on set for a project, for sure. Meghann, I love the scene where Devin comes up the stairs because she thinks she hears singing, and it's Kiki in the bathtub.
Yeah.
I would be enamored with Julianne as well,
Totally.
honestly. So I'm
acting
curious.
required.
Yeah, what did you love about filming that scene and just both of you with working with Julianne, who plays Michaela in the series?
I mean, it's definitely a career highlight for sure. She's just someone who I've admired for so many years. I mean, I think the way that she has sort of moved through her career is just nothing short of, inspiring to me. Not just because of the projects, but also because of her disposition and sort of, that was the thing that I was so taken with too on set, is just kind of, she's such a class act and she's such a professional, and the way that she sort of treated the crew and worked with the other actors was so wonderful. So she really through and through is a spectacular human being. And so staring at her and working with her was one of the more special moments, I think, probably for both of us on this project to have the opportunity to do.
Yeah.
And Bill Camp too.
Oh my God, Bill
he's
Camp.
so
Such a class act.
yeah.
He's
a
so
real
good. He
just
was
like an actor
actor,
that you're just like, wow, like every
Yeah.
tiny thing that he does
was
is so thoughtful, so specific. We learned so much from both of them.
Yeah, it was just kind of a great learning experience.
Yeah.
Working with Bill Camp and Julie and Kevin.
Yeah.
And,
Kevin,
and
oh
Felix.
my God.
And Felix, just like watching these actors.
Stars, all of them.
Stars.
Just legends.
Yeah, especially I'm still at the kind of start of my career, just watching all of these incredible people, not only the way that they behaved on screen, but off screen, the way that they talked about the work, the way that they approached the work, the way that they just would kind of just be on a set, and the way that they behave on a set was really such led with such grace and led with such care for everybody around them. It was it's a really great experience.
Yeah, I want Bill to play my dad, honestly.
I
he seems
know.
like the best
He's
dad.
the best.
Yes.
He really is the best.
I would chat with the two of you all day. Millie, I have to say Supergirl comes out on my birthday next year. So on June 26th, so where I'll be. I'm sure it was a very special moment, you stepping into that costume for the first time.
Yeah, I wrapped on Friday, and I got straight on a plane yesterday, and now I'm here. So it's all very, it's been a very surreal experience, and I'm very excited for everyone to meet Kara. I think she's
when does it come
cool.
out?
The 26th of June. right?
Yes.
Yeah, next year.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I already know. It's on my calendar.
It's on your
girlfriend.
calendar. Yeah.
It was so fun to chat with the two of you, and I'm so excited for your fans and audiences to see Sirens. I thought it was like two of your career best performances.
Yeah.
On the
Thank
screen.
you.
So sweet. Thank you.
Thank
So good to
you.
see you.
Nice to see you.
So good to see you too, Meghann. Bye. Hi,
Hi.
Julianne. Well, you look beautiful as always.
Oh,
so
thanks.
yeah, so nice to chat with you. The last time we spoke, I think, was for May, December. It was you and Natalie Portman
Oh,
together.
yes,
So
yes.
you know, I'm a big President Coin fan. My
I love
mom
it. Yay.
Yes. Okay, well, I loved Sirens. I've seen the series twice already.
Oh.
And yes, and I love your character, Michaela. So can I get a hey, hey?
Hey, hey.
I love how, you know, Michaela had this connection, this deep connection to everyone around her, you know, Simone, her husband, even when Devin, you know, when she comes in. So I'm wondering for you, you know, you're a character actor, and I feel like when you get brought onto a project, they want you to develop a character, and you really, really did here. Talk about just being Michaela and making these deep connections that were so important to her in this story.
Well, I think that's the great part about these kinds of shows. You know, they're stories that really are not about plot. They're about relationships, and that's why you're there, and that's what's thrilling as an actor, is to work with another actor and kind of figure out who these people are to each other. So this was really rich with possibilities and such wonderful actors like, you know, Millie and Meghann and Kevin and Glenn and Bill Camp, and it was a really, really wonderful ensemble.
The ensemble's amazing. And when I spoke with Meghann and Millie last weekend, they said it was a career highlight to work with you.
Aww,
So
I love them both. I really love them both. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're so good. Michaela is also kind of an unconventional boss. She's very, very intense.
Yeah.
You've literally worked with so many directors throughout the course of your career. I'm wondering what the strangest note you've received from a director during one of your projects.
I mean, maybe one of the best notes I ever got was from Ridley Scott, who told me to close my mouth. Because I was doing a whole action sequence and somehow my mouth was open and it sort of made me look like I was out of control. And that was it. That was the only note he gave me in that sequence. And he was absolutely right. And I was sort of blown away because it was like something that seems so trivial. That's just a physical thing can completely alter your performance. So I always think about Ridley.
Well, Michaela also had kind of a connection to birds, you know, R.I.P. Barnaby. But in this series, if you kind of had like that spirit animal, what would your spirit animal be?
It would be a bird. I love birds, actually. Birds are kind of my thing. And it was such a thrill in this job to get to work with them. I mean, because they're such gorgeous animals and they're very... they were very, very sweet, and I got to touch them and hold them and act with them, and that's one of the great delights of my job when I have those opportunities. I loved it.
I know that you are a part of the Untitled Jesse Eisenberg musical.
Yeah.
I love Jesse Eisenberg as a filmmaker. Too. What can you tease about that project? Anything at all?
We just had the best time. We just wrapped it last week. He's an extraordinary director and writer, Jesse, and just I did his first movie, so it was wonderful to be back with him again, and it's a great cast, and I think the movie's going to be, I hope it's really entertaining and moving and wonderful. I know I had a wonderful time making it.
I'm so glad you got to reunite with him on this project, and I can't wait to see it.
Thank
you.
Julianne,
it's always a pleasure to chat with you. So excited for your fans and audiences to see Sirens.
Thanks.
As always, you do a beautiful job.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you.
Glenn, Felix, and Bill, you guys look fantastic. How are the three of you today?
We're doing well. Thank you for asking.
Well. Excellent. Thank you.
So Julianne's character, Michaela, or Kiki, as we all love to call her, she's kind of a very unconventional and tough boss. As actors in this business, you've worked with a lot of different directors. I'm curious what the strangest note a director has given you in your career.
It's a good question.
Oh, the strangest note.
The strangest note. Well, I'll share the story of the first time I was ever offered a role. So I was offered a role, and I was super excited. I was like, oh, wow, you know, because these are these sort of ignorant levels that we think as actors we're supposed to achieve, which is that we get offered roles, right? And so I was like, that's amazing. And so I took the role, and then I showed up on set, and the first day I'm there, we're shooting a scene, and I execute the scene the way I had prepared it. And the director said to me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm doing the scene." And they're like, "Oh, well, actually, we need you to do it this way." And I went, "Well, that's not how I would do it." And they said, "Oh, okay, but that's what we need you to do." And I thought, never again will I ever let an offer come my way without first going, before I say yes, can we have a conversation?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, so true.
Right, so that we're
true.
on the same page. So the strangest thing that a director had ever said to me, literally, figuratively, metaphorically, was, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, can you change it entirely?
What are you doing?
That's very good advice. Glenn, what about for you?
I've never gotten a note. I've always come in prepared, and my preparation is so immaculate that I've just never gotten a note. I don't know what it feels like. And no, I don't. I can't. I wish I had a better answer for this. It's always strange when a director is like has no sort of concept of what it is to be an actor, and they're like, I've never had exactly this, but like some version of like it's more red, it's like more red, and I'm like, red, right.
That just confuses me.
Yeah. Whenever I get a bad note, maybe I shouldn't say this because I'll give away my secret, but whenever I get a bad note, I go, "Oh, yes, absolutely. Good idea." And then I just do whatever I want.
Right. There you go.
No, that's absolutely true.
It's the best.
I have to say, it's like
way.
really at a certain point, one realizes if you're, after
if you realize
enough water has traveled under the bridge and
Yes.
we've been through enough,
Yes.
you realize that is the appropriate response. Is I don't go, "Oh yeah," although that's what I'm feeling and that's what I'm trying to convey. I just nod and like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then continue. I can do the same. There have been times I've done the same take the same way right after they've said, "Great."
Yes.
As if because they're sort of projecting their thing. I was told something along the lines of what Felix said on something that struck me because I'm trying to think of something. And I was once given direction by the other actor, the star, who basically said to the director, but loud enough for the whole room really to hear, was, "Is he going to do it that way?"
And then you did that to me this morning. You said, "Are you going to wear that?" Is that what you're wearing?
And oh, nice. And then the director, who was sort of beholden to this person, came over to me and basically, he said, "Do it another way," right? Because he doesn't want you to do it like that. And so I got that. I also was told multiple times how to hit somebody in the face with spaghetti. Like how many different ways can you hit somebody in the face with a plate of spaghetti? And it was like, it got so like, it was.
Maybe if it's a spaghetti commercial. If it's a spaghetti commercial,
that's right.
That's sort of how it goes, right? But
that sounded like a fun
that's
day
one of the
on
moments
set.
where it's like, what is my job? What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the three of you are hilarious. I would chat with the three of you all day. I'm so excited for audiences to see Sirens, and I love Jose's dance when Simone gets fired.
Oh, I'm glad.
That was so funny.
Rarely do I get a Chris Walken moment, and I got one, and so I love it. Yeah.
That was a perfect
'Cause
Chris
he's a
Walken
dancer.
moment.